Hi there. Today I'm ready to start on the third spoon drawing video. I'm doing a chat while I'm doing this. I thought today, on my other two sessions, I have blocked in the composition of where I want my spoons to rest on this page. I'm really ready to start doing some detail work on this page now, but I thought before I did it, I'm going to put up a picture of the handle of the spoon so that you can see, and I'm going to hold this up close. There, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is what I want to work on. Now, I'm not going to be able to get that fine of detail on each one of these because I just don't work that small. However, I think over here, I'm going to break away today and do a study of just this handle. Now, I also want to say it is just about 9:15 in the morning. And I'm not sure that that's really affected the light. I do have my headlight on, and I've got my two light sources. I think you can see the shadow a little bit better on the page, or at least over on this page. Over on this page, it's a little more faint. But I am going to work on this page today, and I am going to do a larger study of the designs in here. I'm still going to limit my video to 10 minutes. So as much as I can get done of this in 10 minutes, I will. But I thought it might be nice to do a study of the handle of the spoon before I got over to here. It may help me define these a little bit more in a smaller space. I also want to say that on one of my prior videos, I think it was the first one that I did, that Mary W. suggested that I put something in the title of each one of my videos to indicate at what time of the day I did these. And I know I did it on the second chat, and I thought I edited the first one. Both of those were done around noon. This one is done just a little bit earlier in the morning because I want to get my video done and posted. Because I got some other things I want to do today. So, one other thing that I want to say is if you look up in the top right of your screen, you'll see a little symbol that has an eye on it. YouTube is starting something that they're calling iCards, which is kind of an enhancement of their annotations so that people that are on the mobile platforms can also link away from the videos. If you click on that little eye up there, and it should work no matter what platform you're on, if you click on that little eye, I am going to put a link to a playlist of the videos in this spoon chat. And then if you want to see the first and second videos from this video, you can just click on that and go to them. I am going to limit this to 10 minutes. It is now 9:19. I'm going to count it as being 9:20 because I don't know how far into 9:19 it is. So that would actually be 9:30 when my alarm rings. And you'll hear a big chiming tone. So I started it. So I just want to get busy here. I'm going to put my spoon. I guess I'll just put it up there. Well, I think I'll put it over here. Actually, kind of inconvenient. Okay. I may just hold it in my hand because I want to get this detail of this spoon. Now you'll see here how I'm holding my pencil. I'm not going to draw with the tip of my pencil here. I'm going to draw with the slant. This is my well, actually, this is my Stabilo. I guess I will use my Stabilo. This is my black Stabilo pencil. And I'm just going to kind of draw with that gives me a kind of a shade on there. And I'm going to bring out the curves of that. And here again, this probably will not be proportionate. It's just kind of observing what's on the inside of this spoon handle, what the decorative element on it is. And since I only have 10 minutes, I am working fairly fast. The handle curves this way. And then it's got a grape cluster. I did look up the pattern of this spoon on the internet, and I found one on Etsy that had this exact same pattern. And they had dated this spoon as being 1906. So I was thinking, gosh, this spoon is almost, if this is the same set, and I certainly think it is because it has the exact same pattern as the one on the Etsy shop did. And I'm not sure where they got their information, and I wasn't looking it up to value it per se for sale or anything. I was just looking it up for my own information. This spoon is almost 110 years old, according to that information. And I thought that was very cool. And they valued it as their spoon that they had on their shop, their Etsy shop. They valued it as having just the spoon itself as having a value of $17. Which is, it's not hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but it's a spoon, for goodness sakes. Of course, I'm not going to sell my spoon because I like it. It's called the grape cluster pattern. It's a vintage grape cluster pattern. I think that's what I Googled when I looked it up. Now, I want to work just a little faster here. Let me look at my time. Well, I've got 7 minutes, so I'm doing fairly well on this. But I thought by just doing a quick study of it's got some grapes in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I do 5, starting out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they've got one hidden here. And then they kind of have a little grape clustery thing down in here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of follow their grape clustery pattern. And then they have another star coming off this way. I call it a star because I suppose it's really a leafy design. And then they have another teeny grape cluster in here. And there's another example of, while we're looking, what we see. And then it's got some more defined. Now, I actually have paint on this part on my spoon. And I suppose that would devalue it, but actually the paint, I think, will wipe off with a baby wipe. And then it's got a grape cluster coming in here. 1, 2, we'll just do a quick study of it. Because I do want to put some wet media on this. And then this kind of comes around this way. And I want to do my flat. And then it's going to go off And I'm doing this part right here. This way. Now I've got the design way up there. Maybe I'll put some shadow in here because I dropped the spoon on the table and look at the shadow. So maybe I'll just, since I have this space in here, maybe I'll just put in some shadow. And it's really actually got really light shadow around here. Not, well, some up in here, but most of my shadow is falling right in here. Now, I have my makeup brush that I like so well. I think that I'm just going to, maybe I'll just start with the shadow. I'm just going to wet my paper a little. And there's actually shadow right around here. And that's really what this is. So I'm just going to kind of and actually I really want this to spread out on my page. I don't know if my pencil will let me do that. And this entire part in here is in kind of a shadow area. Now I'm not sure that limiting myself to 10 minutes is really something that I want to do all the time. On these videos, I'm doing it just because I'm doing them in real time. If I were doing my videos in a fast forward, I think that I would probably go into a fast forward segment here and you could just watch rather than me chatting through everything. I think I'm going to put all of this in shadow in here. So actually, and then this goes into shadow. Gosh, I'm kind of liking this. Let's put some marks on the page there and see if I can't just kind of smoosh them out. I'm not sure that was a smart thing to do. This paper is not really a paper for wet media unless you put a gesso on it. It will peel up on you, and you can see it's already starting to kind of warp. Okay, there's my chime. Let me turn it off. Actually, I'm going to cheat just a little, and I want to put a little bit more shadow in here. I won't cheat a whole lot, I promise. I just want to get a little bit more shadow around in here. I think what I saw in this video, what I learned in this video was, and I'm not sure you can see it, I'm not sure I'm holding it up good enough, that right in here, and I'm not sure I have it defined on here, I think these are supposed to be grape leaves, because this is a grape motif. And there are little white ridges going around here. Something like that. And the same way here. I think I have a little bit more defined in there. A little bit in here. These can be in a little bit more. Okay, I think I don't like my scribbles here. I kind of wish I wouldn't have done that with a pencil. Let's, just for the fun of it, let's take some of this faded jeans and kind of, ooh, I like that. Even with the faded jeans doesn't, but I'm going to anyway. I'm just going to put some background color in. Just to kind of define it a little more. I need to do it over here too. That's coming through there. This paper is not a prepared background paper. So I find that my wet inks are just soaking right in when I'm wanting them to flow. And actually, this actually comes like that. There we go. I think I'm fairly happy with this. Just put this whole thing in color. Now I can go on and on and on with this, and I usually do. I've got a quick study of the grape leaf in here and the little design, and beginnings of the grapes. I'm just going to kind of put them in. I'm fairly happy with it. It's just a quick study. So tomorrow, on my next video, I feel like I've learned a little bit about the shape of this. Tomorrow I'm going to actually do a little more detail on the spoons. I might go over this tonight with a light coat of a glazing medium. A glazing medium will put a slick surface over this. And I might just leave the lines as they are, because when I put my wet media on my page like I did here, it soaks in, and I'm wanting my wet media I'm wanting to paint with my wet media a little bit more than the paper is allowing me here. So I'm glad I did this study of just the tip of the spoon here. Be sure and check the little eye symbol up in the corner of the screen, your top right hand corner of the screen, and see if that works for you and takes you to the playlist. I don't like that spot. What possessed me to do that? Let's blend it out a little. That's better. Okay, I will see you on the next page. Thank you for watching.